everybody. So I wanted to just come on and do a really quick weekend update. I don't have a lot to update you guys on. I just wanted to give you a brief update on what this weekend is going to be like for us, and then what week 6 is going to be like for us moving forward into week 6. I want to give you a little update on Operation Nina finished. So I want to talk a little bit about that and how that went, and tell you a little bit about what's happening with the videos for that and how that's going, and different stuff like that. So there's just some different things that I'm going to talk to you guys about in this quick little thing, but I'm not going to be super long, just because I'm not feeling super great today, and I don't want to bombard you with a lot of stuff, and plus there's not that much of an update to give you. So I'm just going to tell you about those things and then move on. So the first thing, in case you're wondering, because I actually did put on lipstick today, in case anybody cares, I'm doing a combination of caramel latte, mauve ice. I sealed the color in with Glossy Gloss, and then I put on Pearl Gloss in addition. So mauve ice is like a really shimmery color that kind of gives this iridescent thing going on, and the Pearl Gloss does it too. So it's like extra like shiny, sparkly kind of coolness. So it's like double that, which I think is kind of nifty and interesting. And it kind of sets off the fact that I'm wearing a pearl and I'm wearing Pearl Gloss and that whole kind of thing. So I went for that because I wanted to try to, even though I'm not feeling great, I wanted to kind of look a little bit better than I'm feeling. My nail polish is nasty, but I don't have any of the stuff to fix it because I'm not at home and all that stuff's at home, and it would just be too much to bring it with me from hotel to hotel, and then from home to mom's to hotels and all of that kind of stuff. I just left it at home. So the nails are kind of nasty and I can't really fix it. So that's explaining that. I also wanted to briefly touch on the fact that the skincare that I'm using is actually working, because I have oily skin and it's actually working for me. And I know that that's not a big deal to anybody else, but to me it's helping my confidence so much because it doesn't look like it's working, but it actually is working. And so that's helping my confidence so much. And right now, with everything that's going on with my mom and everything, it's really, really hard because I'm going in and out of hospitals and in and out of hotels, and I'm dealing with everything, and I'm dealing with all these people, and I'm like talking to people as I'm checking in and out, and I'm dealing with cab drivers, and I'm taking care of all the business stuff, and I'm talking to doctors, and I'm kind of like the point man for mom. And it's kind of like I'm face to face with people, and I have so much anxiety as it is, and I'm having to like actually have these interactions, and I'm not used to it. And I get into this mode of like, this is what I need to do, and I'm focused, and that's fine. And I get into that mode and I do what I need to do, but I don't know, having my skin be like softer and feel better and whatever, and starting to clear up and not be as like red all the time, and not be as self-conscious about it, and having it starting to like clear up and whatever has really been helping me. And noticing the different changes like slowly happening has been really good for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that like that's happening, and I feel really excited about it and stuff like that. So I just wanted to mention that really quickly. All right, so then moving on from that, there are some things that we need to pick up for mom, over-the-counter things that she needs, that we're going to pick up going into week 6, so that we're armed with everything we need for her for week 6. So my boyfriend is going to pick them up, and so to start out the week, she's going to have them. So basically what happens is on weekends, we come back to mom's house, and it's kind of like a regrouping, a resting, whatever. Some weekends I go to my apartment with my boyfriend, and I can do that. This weekend, it didn't work out that way. I'm here with Mom, which is fine too. I'm not complaining about that or anything like that. That's not kind of the point of me explaining this. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what weekends are like for us. So when my boyfriend comes to kind of get us and stuff, it's not a quick like, hey, let's load up the car and go thing. We're here for a little while. So when he arrives, he will have some items with him. And so those items that, sorry, I'm in like my grungy jammies that I don't care about, that are kind of just like around the house. Ugh, I'm just vegging out stuff. Anyway, so he's going to come and have those supplies for us. So we're going to pack those up and put them in our suitcases for the week, so Mom will have those items. And then we're going to pack up because we're actually in the hotel that we are going to have this week, going to have a microwave and stuff. So Mom will be able to have her like oatmeal and cream of wheat and stuff like that. So we're going to pack up the things that she needs for that. And what little groceries we're going to need this week also. So that means that we're going to have like fresh water with us. We're going to have the oatmeal and cream of wheat. We're going to have a little bit of sugar. Not a lot, because being diabetic, you know, you don't put a lot of sugar in. And also cancer like sugar, so we don't do that. And we don't support that. And those basic supplies that Mom needs. So then those things are going to be packed into our stuff. So then also in addition to that, our bags are kind of packed and repacked as needed. So we have the things that like we need and or want for the week, but we don't take anything that we don't necessarily need or want a lot, because we don't want to have extra things, because then that's going to be more complicated and having to move around, because it is so difficult with the having to move back and forth throughout the week situation. Now this week is going to be a special circumstance in the sense that it's not going to be a full week. We're dealing with 3 days this week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, this is a blessing and this is a curse this week. Now, the reason it is a blessing is because, yay, we're not dealing with the whole week. So that means that we're spending more time in our respective homes, hopefully. This hasn't fully been discussed, like how this is going to work out, when I get to go home, how we're going to work out the logistics for next week, all of that kind of stuff. Groceries to get through till next time. We have to go to hotels. All of that kind of stuff has not been worked out 100%. There's a lot of conversation that still needs to happen and will probably be happening and worked out and that kind of thing. We're all just muddling our way through this, and you know, it's all still kind of being worked out. But so what'll happen is we'll get the things that we need for these 3 days. And then pack up, load up, and then generally what we do is we make sure that the cats are secure in the bedroom and close the door, and then just because of the way we have to load up and everything, so the door can be open and whatnot, get everybody out, get all the things out, And then once that's happened, I stay behind, let the cats out, make sure we've gotten everything, and then I come out, or, let them out, make sure a light's on, make sure everything that they need is taken care of, food and water is restocked, double check everything, and then I lock up, and then we go. It's an emotional day for everybody because it's leaving the cats behind, it's leaving the home behind, it's another week of treatment ahead of us. Now, this week is going to be particularly difficult because Monday is a pelvic beam treatment. Tuesday is the first brachytherapy, which is internal, which is 8 hours, which deals with anesthesia, IVs, all of that kind of thing, which is very scary. It's very new. It's with an anesthesia team we've never met with before. It's the doctor having to do the procedure herself. It's considered a surgery. It's very invasive. We don't know how her body's going to react to the anesthesia because she literally hasn't been under anesthesia since like the 1980s. So that's quite a long time to not have had to deal with anesthesia. So they literally don't know how this is all going to go down. So we're literally walking in the dark here until it happens. And then I'm going to, of course, stay with her throughout the night, monitor her. And then if there are any problems, we're going to have to go back to the hospital, etc., so on. That's why they insist that you have a place to stay for the night. That's close by to the hospital, that you have access to a way to get to the hospital if you need it, etc., that you have somebody with you throughout the night to monitor you. They don't just let you go from the hospital. They keep you after the procedure to make sure that you've come out of the anesthesia okay, etc., so on. So it's an intense process and procedure. However, the next day, she has her last pelvic beam. Rather early in the morning. So it's going to be an intense week. It's going to be really intense on her body. It's going to be really intense for us. And then probably, depending on how she's feeling and economically how we can make it all work, we're going to be going home after the pelvic beam. So, well, at least to her home. I don't know what the arrangements are going to be after my boyfriend gets home from work. I think it'll probably depend on how she's feeling after we arrive at her home, how things are going with my boyfriend at work, how kind of we all feel that day has gone overall, and how things are. I think we'll go from there. But so it's going to be an intense 3 days. So in maybe 3 days, and hey, 3 days is better than 5 days, but they're an intense 3 days. And it was supposed to be the 2 pelvic beams and then the brachytherapy at the end, but with scheduling, they changed it around on us. And now it's the brachytherapy in the middle. And that's going to be incredibly difficult for us. And it's definitely going to pose an intense challenge for us. So we're working all of that out. I'm not sure how we're going to work the food shopping for the rest of the week. For Mom, we'll probably end up doing that sometime Wednesday night, I suspect. To get her settled and make sure that she's okay until, again, the weekend when, again, we prepare in going into week 7, which week 7's schedule is that she doesn't have a treatment until Tuesday, the 13th. And I believe, I need to look at my email here. I believe we don't have a, hang on. They did this a little bit different here. Give me just a second. They gave us, right, they gave us lodging on the 13th. They gave us weird lodging things, so like I'm gonna have to fiddle with some things. But anyway, so my point being that we'll probably check in the night before on that Monday. We'll have to figure it out. But so my point is that, you know, we'll get more time at home because of the way that this is, but it's going to have to be a little askew because of my boyfriend's work schedule, and it's going to be interesting. We definitely will have a lot of assistance thanks to the marathon, which I will speak upon in just a second. We are getting help from the American Cancer Society in terms of lodging. They're helping us out. The days that they're helping us out are a little askew from what I asked for, but beggars can't be choosers. We will make it work, and we will just pick up the other days that they didn't give us, which will be fine. It'll all work out in the end. But yeah, so she has a treatment on the 13th and the 16th, which is a Tuesday and the Friday. And then she has one on the Monday and the Friday. Which is difficult because they are in the middle of the week. And that's very, very difficult because of work schedules and affording cab rides and affording everything. So we're working out our schedules for that and how we're going to make it all work. But we will make it work. As for this upcoming week, we have it pretty much, we're working it out. It will be taken care of. We've never let anybody down so far. We don't intend to begin now. As for Operation Nina Code Pink Part 2, it was a resounding success. Both the Discord chat, the new protocols that were implemented, everything was run perfectly by our wonderful friend Brittany. She went above and beyond. We are so proud and thankful that she was able to do that for us. It was amazing. We are actually going to carry on the Discord chat. We talked about that last night. And a lot of other different things, and we're going to carry on Operation Nina into the future with helping other people, obviously, because it's never just been about our family in particular. Like, Operation Nina started as a charity to help me when I had cancer, and then we paid it forward and we helped other families who were in need, and we continued doing that for years. And then when Mom needed help, everyone rallied around her to help her the first time, and then now the second time. So we are so thankful and blessed that that was able to happen. And it was such a wonderful success. So thank you to everybody who participated, who donated, and thank you to Brittany again for all of her help and effort. And it was just so amazing. So I wanted to say that again. I don't know if I reiterated that enough last night at the end of Operation Nina Code Pink Part 2, but I hope that I did and I expressed it well enough then. But if not, I want to say it again here. And the other thing that I wanted to say in relation to that is that I am in the process of getting all of the casts on YouTube. I'm having some difficulty with some of them, but I'm working together with one of the casters from the marathon to make it happen. So it may not happen all in one day. It may take me a couple of days to do it, especially since now I'm in the process of being here. I'm supposed to be resting. I'm dealing with some logistical issues for next week in terms of all the things that are happening with Mom and where we need to be and the American Cancer Society and all that kind of stuff. I'm dealing with that stuff and, you know, things that are supposed to be happening next week in Madison. We had unexpected phone calls from people trying to schedule Mom for a sleep study that obviously we don't have time for and is just not appropriate to have happen right now. So I had to do the kibosh on that. Just a lot of things are flying in, and then like there was an inappropriate email regarding my business and stuff, so I had to like respond to that. Like just lots of things are currently flying at me, and I'm trying to juggle all the things at once. So I am working on getting all those videos up. Currently 2 videos are exported to the YouTube. They're fully there. The descriptions are there. They have their appropriate thumbnails. Everything is great and good to go for them. So if you want to check out those casts, they're awesome in there for you. You can do that on my official YouTube channel, which is, I don't know that you know it. So I will probably share them on my Facebook for you. And then if you're watching this back on YouTube, well, then obviously you know what my YouTube is because you're watching this via YouTube. But if you're watching this on my Facebook Live, you can get to it by the fact that I put it on my Facebook. Those videos on my Facebook. And I will continue to put them up until all of the casts from Operation Nina are up on the YouTube. It's just going to take me a while because 1, the marathon was a week long, so it's going to take me a while, and 2, we're having some snags with some of it, so it's going to take me a bit, and 3, I'm swamped with all the things, so it will take me a bit, but I haven't forgotten, and I do intend to do it, and I am on top of it, and it's not going to be like the other times. Trust me, I am on top of it. And I know that people have been mad at me in the past when all of the marathon has not gotten up on YouTube. And I swear to you, it is not going to be like those times. And there is no favoritism. And I just have gotten dragged through the mud about past marathons and not everything getting to YouTube and all of those kinds of things. So I promise you, my blood pressure is through the roof, but I will make it happen for you. So nobody need worry. And I think those were all the bullet points I wanted to address for you guys. In terms of Mom, she's hanging in there. I think she's very sore from the past week. I think she's very fatigued. I think she's dealing with all the symptoms she's been dealing with all along. I think she's being a trooper. I think she's doing as best as she can with what she's been given. And I admire her a lot for going through all the things that she is going through. And I think she's doing as best as she can in the situation that she's in. All right, I will give you more updates as they become available. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.